Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say, where's Dashie? Well, Dashie is protecting the house, and right now the house is in New York, and I am not in New York. Had a bunch of crazy times the last few days. I'll let y'all speculate on that. We'll start off with the OMI here, and the OMI is doing what the market's doing. It's down less than 1%. It's down about 0.2%, down to 8105, and that is 846,000 in volume. So again, really nothing to write home about there. It's pretty much the same for most, I think all of the top 10 that are, Ethereum's down 1%, but that's the most I think anything is down. I'm sorry, Doge is down 1.2%, but again, the market's relatively flat. It is leaning a little bit downwards, but it's not anything crazy. I haven't made a video in a little while, so I don't want to go too crazy on Bumper, which is pretty flat, or Definity, which is up like 45% on the day. I'll save that for another video. For right now, I'll just go over a couple of things that some of y'all may have missed, that I may have missed over the last few days. You had that Metaverse Life video trailer, the screenshot that people are like, oh, is this the Veveverse? One, everything in there looks amazing. That screenshot was Veveverse, but the rendering that you saw with the DeLorean, the Ecto One Racing, and all that was not the Veveverse. And I know what people are saying, like, okay, well that looks really good. Can any metaverse do that? I'm pretty sure he was using photogrammetry, but on the aspect of people being able to do that, yeah, Veveverse, you can be able to import anything that you want. So you could import something that's maybe not like a clone trooper. Let's say today, if you didn't get your clone trooper, which $153,000 in a couple minutes, very nice. But if you didn't get that, you should be able to go and import anything that you want from any other metaverse or anything else, but it won't have that Veve tag on it. It won't have that Star Wars official Veve tag on it that's saying it's a first appearance. That's where I think people are getting a little bit, what's that called? I think that's where they're crossing some wires there and they're misinterpreting things. Yes, you'll be able to import whatever you want to the Veveverse as long as they allow it, but you'll be able to tell what's actually Veve's and what's actually not. It's like when you see like, oh, hey, this is a nice Birkin bag, looks like $30,000 from far away, then you get close, oh, it's actually not that at all. I was talking with Crypto Rain about this recently when we were going over a couple of, I was trying to value other companies, like Handy and like Hero, thinking, hey, I think we can go and get DC Comics on the platform at some point, because now that Marvel's here and they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars on just the comics that they released initially, not including the new comics that are coming out every Wednesday. And he says, well, Randy, you're looking at these NFT companies like actual companies traded on the NASDAQ, and you shouldn't, because most of these companies are not profitable. You're spoiled with Veve, because Veve is profitable, and they're about the only one. I was like, okay, fair point. And the reason I bring that up is because I got an email the other day from Hero. It's like, hey, Heroes, we apologize for the delay in processing fiat withdrawals. We're in the process of switching from PayPal to checkout to manage that process. But basically, nobody, and I know a bunch of people that are still into Hero that still buy it, but nobody's been mentioned this. Not on social media. There's nobody making videos. I think I see Waza. I think I see some girl, Brittany, and Waza and other people going and opening hero packs, and they're the only ones. And it's all on like Waza's channel. So they're keeping that alive. And now that we're back in the bull market, I'm pretty sure Hero will survive. I still have a bunch of my Hero stuff. I've never sold a Hero. I believe that they can survive and hopefully thrive because they got a couple cool things on there. But right now, it's just Veve's it. Like Veve is it. There's nothing else that I think anybody really. I don't think there's anything else that people could compare it to. Everyone else is a distant second. How I know is that you had a couple months back, the number 1923 partner statue sell for $25,000. You had the number 11111 Elsa sell for $5,500. I know, it's the same combination as my luggage. Comment down below if you get that reference. You had a mint number 50. Shout out to Sean O'Hare. Going on to say mint number 50 sold for $2,500. You had that, what is that? Not the RoboCop. The RoboCop, the mint number 1987, the year it was made, that sold for several, I think it sold for like $6,000. This just isn't happening on a lot of these other platforms. Veve Comics had gone on and posted, apologies for delays in delivery of orders. Teams are hard at work tackling these challenges. For orders that can't be resolved, refunds will be issued and will contact those users via email ASAP. Thank you for understanding, continued patience, and understanding. And we saw it last time. The same way that crypto pumps in cycles and narratives hit happens on Veve as well. I remember everything was going up like 5, 6, 10x, and the golden moments didn't move. And then, slowly but surely, golden moments that were at retail, they went crazy. I mean, everyone likes to talk about the Fab Five with Mickey, Donald, and Minnie and everyone, but I feel like nobody really talks about the Fab Five of Winnie the Pooh. And Winnie the Pooh, you really have Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore, Tigger, and Rabbit, and we have a couple of those guys, but we don't have all of them. When will they come? I don't know. Shout out to Dr. Rolex. It says, been a while, drum roll, boom, broke over 14,000 comics and collectibles, has 8,000 comics, 6,000 collectibles. Dude is one of my heroes. He's level 100. A whale whose house I'm at is currently level 99. He'll reach level 100 in the next couple weeks. Have a big celebration for that. People keep saying, like, when I say, me and Rain have said multiple times, especially over this past weekend, Whale Week, what can OMI get to? You know, what price? And it's like, okay, you know, and my price that I think it should get to is 8 to 10 cents. Crypto Rain's price is probably fairly similar, what it should get to. And he's just like, I don't think OMI should be worth 30 cents, but it will probably get there because things overcorrect. And a lot of people, when they say that, okay, well, it's a $100 billion market cap, and then they go and they take the current market cap of the top 10, and they say, oh, well, that would be the number 3 crypto. If that happened, that'd be ahead of Solana, that'd be ahead of XRP. You know, $100 billion market cap's too much. And it's like, okay, well, when OMI gets there, I don't expect Solana to just have the same market cap now, you know, 12 months from now that it has now. Same with XRP, same with BNB. Like, that's just not going to happen. Those are going to multiply. And I think for OMI to get that $100 billion market cap, it won't crack the top 10. It might not even crack the top 20, depending on what else happens. And also, the top 10 is never going to stay the same. Here's a historical snapshot from 29 October of 2017. I'll show you guys all of the names that are on there. You have your Bitcoin, you have your Ethereum, you have your XRP. But then take a look at numbers 6 through 10. Dash, Nem, Neo, spelled Neo, BitConnect, and Monero. Where are any of these things right now? Not in the top 10. The top 10 is subject to change at any time with little or no notice. Things like today, when you sell at $153,000 worth of product in a couple of minutes, that goes and that causes ripples. That gets more eyes on the project. In Rain's last video, we talked about the millionaire next door, or he talked about the millionaire next door. And he didn't necessarily go into it too deep, so I kind of want to go into that. In the millionaire next door, you have this person that seems to be a janitor. He lives in the same house as everyone else. They all have, you know, modest homes. He drives a van and in his janitor's uniform, and he goes to work. But he actually owns the company. He actually goes on and he works at that company that he owns. And he's very modest, and he goes and he doesn't overspend. And that's why it's called the millionaire next door. You don't know. Take two guys, and I'll give a real life example here. Two surgeons that I knew back in the animal hospital days, both making hundreds of thousands of dollars per year. One guy had a net worth of, I don't know, $20 million. The other guy had a net worth of maybe $1 million. Why? Because one person spent everything that they made, and the other person lived relatively modestly. So when you have people like me and Rain that live well within our means, and then you have people that, yeah, they might make a decent amount of money, yeah, they might make a decent amount in crypto, but then they overspend, and you know, whose net worth is going to be higher in the next couple of years? I don't know. Obviously, Crypto Rain is going to be quite a bit more than mine, because he's got a lot of stuff. But the people that we've met on this working vacation, the people that we've met up with, introduced each other to, they're going to go in pretty hard. I mean, they've already gone in pretty hard, but they're going to go in even harder, both on Veve, both on OMI, on some other cryptos that I've talked about before. Things are likely never going to be the same by the time May comes. Cue all your Justin Timberlake memes down below. It's going to be May, and I can't wait for everyone to see it. And just as Celine Dion says, as one door closes, another one opens. Yeah, Mr. Pags going saying, oh well, cheers, as in cheers to Veve, as in he's leaving. And then Foster Hill going saying, sad to see it end this way for you, brother. Hope to still see you around, and hopefully there is a path back for you as things develop over time. Mr. Pags saying, thanks, Foster. Been a great experience. Made some money, lost a little bit. Still own a few handful of grails. I want to personally thank you. You're a true ambassador, OG of this community, and I wish you a prosperous future. That is how exits, I feel like, are handled gracefully and with care. And I have a feeling that Mr. Pags will be back. I have a feeling that in this bull run, he'll come back with a vengeance and he'll buy up everything. But yeah, Pags obviously a great dude, super successful. I think he's in Vegas right now, a lot of money. Just as Qui-Gon Jinn says, there's always a bigger fish. There are always bigger whales. I'm in the presence of a few right now. We have a couple other people here. We have R-Bear saying partner statue added to the collection of grails with the Todd and the Secret Rare Spider-Man. Epic. Vincent Zerzola will be making an announcement very soon about the Addiction comic number 2, which will be released first on Veve. It is our way of thanking the Veve community for their support. Every day I think about how lucky I am to have been accepted by this beautifully Veve family. You guys rock. And for those of you that don't know, he has a lot of other grails. One, I think the Action Comics 27 just sold for like 1.8 million. He's kind of a big deal in the comics book thing. If you want any of the grails, let me know. I'll shoot him a text, and we'll go from there. Things that are scarce tend to go for really high. In 1983, Apple business card signed by Steve Jobs just sold for $181,000. This is reported by Comics and Crypto. You know it's real. Someone just bought a Spider-Boy number 1 secret rare, number 616, for over $3,000. Those were selling for at minimum of $1,000. I'll check right now to see what the market on that is. Wow, it's actually $1,300 for the secret rare. That is actually $1,399, so $1,400. That is wild. I guess people really speculating hard on Spider-Boy. We'll see how that goes. It was 2 years ago yesterday that the Red Cross had made a video about us saying thank you to the Veve fam and Ron English for your contributions to the New Zealand Red Cross. And I think that's I would also like to shout out the think tank for that team that had helped people come up with certain edition numbers and all that. Shout out to them as well. Raul Paul, that has over 1 million followers over on X, saying people have no understanding yet what is going to happen to high-end NFT art. You can't have an economy go from 2 trillion to 10 trillion to 100 trillion without massive wealth creation leading the top of the pyramid art. Mr. Copernicus saying there's a fire sale for blue chip NFTs. Prices have come down considerably, and it blows my mind that people aren't buying like crazy. Raul Paul says exactly this. It is a gift, hence why I have been buying some important art. And then you had some of the Veve peeps go and say, oh, hey, yeah, like us. And then they had gone on and showed off their Veve Gold logos, their Supermans, their ultra rare Darth Vaders, all that jazz. Anyway, guys, that'll be it for me today. I'll talk to you soon. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you guys. Bye.